What's up, everybody? We are in Langrisser, and we're just trying to summon for one of these items real quick. The only thing I'm missing is the helm. We are going to be going over these items in this vid. It's what it's all about. Once every now and then, Langrisser adds some new items. Are they meta? How meta are they? There have been batches of these items that were added that were some super clutch items. Apex Magic Boots, the Tier Helm, the blue crystal axe. I mean, all of these things are clutch for one build or another, or they're just very powerful weapons. See, one time we had that sword that doubles your AoE range. So usually these items kind of coincide with the units that are being dropped around the same time. This is the one time I kind of really don't see that. I mean, the weapon is great, but I don't think it's great for the new characters that are up on the banner right now, because it's based off of attack and crit. Pretty much I have all the items except for the helm. The helm is like a Plague Bear's design, so I just think it's a really cool looking item. I don't necessarily need it, so this is just kind of like my last ditch effort. I threw 10 bucks at it just to see if maybe I could start this vid off with an SSR and maybe snag that item so we could actually look at it while we talk about it, but that's not going to happen now. It's okay, it's okay. I did manage to pull the other ones, and actually, shout out to my Discord for actually telling me what this, the Doomsday Herald does, because it does look a little more potent than what it actually does. I just kind of wanted it for looks. I'm sure when they add these items to the general pool, probably next week or so, they will be reskinned. They will look different. So, you know, the one up that you get from pulling them off this banner is that they're a cool looking skin and you get a cooler picture to look at. I don't know. But here's what I did manage to pull. And, yeah, I probably threw like 50 bucks at it, but items are easier to pull. If you're a free-to-play player, though, you should not pull for items, okay? I know I'm being a cheeseball mofo when I do this. You know, free-to-play players, budget players, you probably shouldn't be pulling on items unless they're super clutch for a character that you just got. Because here's the thing, you'll be able to get these items from the dragon fight, and I got a feeling that I'll get that helm sooner than later. It's just the way that it is. So next week or something, they will actually add these items. But let's go. We'll start at the bottom. This is the Twilight guard, the cloak that was added. It is for mages, holy units, and demons. It gives some magic defense and healing effects increased by 2%. So a robe that increases your healing. So, you know, it's a little more usable for some characters than others, but I don't think this one's anything that special at all. So moving right on to the awesome looking sword, the Crystal Stinger. This thing is pretty narnar. I've already tried to get a decent roll on it. Unfortunately, this was the best I could get with only 12 scrolls. So crit and crit damage increased by 8%, and that's going to go up because this thing's only level 40. So probably 10% there. Crit and crit damage, 10% to both of those is insane. Especially with a character like Sakura, who's one of my favorites, which is why I had to get this. If your skill is higher than the enemies before battle, you ignore 17% of the enemy's defense in battle, and I think that goes up to 20%, obviously. That's phenomenal. That is insane. That will help Sakura get kills. On top of that, they've just added a new Empire buff. And that Empire buff pretty much gives you an extra, 16 or something like that % to your damage. So if you add that to this 20%, then Sakura's running up, and she's oh wait, that's right. This isn't adding to damage. This is ignoring defense, which is going to add to damage. It's just not going to be as simple as adding them together. But with the buff, the new faction buff, Sakura is going to be doing like 16% more damage, and now she can ignore 20% of the defense of the target she's attacking, because her skill will be higher than the enemies, right? And this is giving attack and skill. So you can do like a single target build for Sakura, and she could just be really, really nasty. She's going to be ignoring armor, which is going to make it that much easier for her to one-shot people. So they're probably not even going to get a chance to retaliate. At least that's one of the things I'm going to try with this. There's also this accessory right here. All stats increase by 1%. When entering battle, crit increases by 1%, and this thing gives attack and skill as well. This accessory and the Crystal Stinger can be paired up to be just absolutely monstrous for single target especially. This is something Omega definitely wants to take advantage of as far as this Incendia's Pendant goes. So yeah, some crit characters can totally take advantage of this, especially, you know, single target, right? You're not going to really use this for an AoE build. But hey, this is still, actually, you know what? If your skill is higher than the enemies before battle, okay, so yeah, it does have to be in battle. You're not going to ignore 20% of their defense throwing an AoE. That would probably be broken. But cool, still cool weapon. Definitely, I dig it. You know, it gives me something to tinker with, you know, some single target build, some boss slaying Sakura. She does have some single target, you know, abilities that can increase her damage substantially, and she can go through just killing people, taking them out one by one like a ninja with this. So something cool to try. I'm obviously already putting Breeze on it. Is it meta? Well, if you don't have anything else like it. I mean, there are other weapons that increase skill. This one, you know, crit and crit damage. I mean, it's pretty powerful. I would put this up there, probably like below the Apex boots and stuff like that. Speaking of Apex boots, we do have an accessory, and this accessory is pretty nar. It's going to be clutch for some things. You're probably going to want one of these for Apex if that's your thing. But pretty much this is giving attack and defense as the base stats on it. And it's giving resolution. All stats increase by, you know, it's going to go up to 5%. We're used to that. But immune to Curse of Wounding, which is healing received is converted into damage. And heal reversal. Healing applied is converted into damage. For some characters, that can be, that is like their Achilles tendon right there. Lestel, for one. I mean, this is giving attack and defense, and Lestel's not really going to care about that. But the fact that it's giving the immune to Curse of Wounding and heal reversal, that's typically what I use to deal a Lestel in. I use Sakura, and I use her AoE so that she can blast. You know, same thing with Juggler. I try to hit Juggler with the heal reversal and all that stuff too. So this is something to counter that. And of course, the two characters I just named off, they're not really going to care. Well, Juggler, this is nice for Juggler because it's giving him some attack and defense. Typically, well, I guess it depends on the Juggler you're running, but for a Cavalry Juggler, this would be awesome because of the attack. Yeah, so this is a really good item, especially for certain party compositions. Heal-based parties are going to definitely want some of these in the mix for Apex. Right, I'm just excited because, well, not only because of the heal reversal, but because it does give you attack. So that is very nice. I am glad I got 3 of these. They were the first 2 things I pulled back to back. So really I was going after the weapon because I knew Sakura could use it. And actually, speaking of heal reversal and stuff, that is what the helm does. That Plague Bearer's helm looking thing. Let's see, it has a chance of affecting somebody within 3 blocks of you, and it blocks them from being healed. So it's for 1 turn. That is the ability on that helm. Other than that, it's a standard helm. It's going to have the same stats as just about every other helm. And I believe it's giving magic defense, which is what your helm pretty much is supposed to do. But hey, that could be super useful too. Just blocking somebody from being able to heal themselves. Definitely something that I wanted, but I didn't manage to get it. So like I said, I'm just going to have to wait and, get it from the dragon. All in all, should you pull for this, if one of these is really clutch to you, that's kind of why I want to put the video out so people can actually know what these things do, because you can't really look these things up. You have to pull them to actually look at them. I tried going through the gallery. They do not put these in the gallery for whatever reason. I don't know if it's just too much trouble to add the picture of them when they're going to get reskinned. I don't know, but that's why I wanted to get something out on these. They are pretty cool. I am still working on the characters that we just got. They are super wicked. I even got the skin for Colter, and I dig him. I think he's awesome. He literally burns people down, man. He just has so much fixed damage. So we're going to be talking about that. I'm definitely going to make a vid covering the 2 new characters. I've just been so busy, and other games have had collabs, but I'm still in Langrisser. I love this game, and I will always continue to play it and make content for it. So here are the new items. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you can nab some of these next week when they actually add them to our general pool and we can start getting these items from the dragon. I look forward to getting that helm, and I actually kind of look forward to seeing how they reskin it. I would actually really like for them to kind of keep their design for the helm. Doesn't really matter because, they don't show on the sprite, but it is nice to look at it in the inventory screen. Alright, everybody. Have a good night, and I will talk to you soon.